friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time viewing me, I am a full-time reseller. Today's video is going to be a doozy. I want to go over sales that came in yesterday, which was Wednesday, as well as a few sales that came in this morning before I got to filming this. So 13 items, you guys, unbelievable. I know there is a recession out there because I feel it in our other businesses, but eBay is hot. Absolutely on fire. So I want to go over all of these items, but then stay tuned because I also want to give you an update on that massive toy haul that I grabbed and how I'm going through all of that and how I'm going to approach that transaction. So stay tuned for that, but let's dive right into what sold yesterday on eBay. We're going to kick us off with this mixer. This mixer here is actually, it was a personal item. My husband does audio video work. Thank you, hubby, for always doing my videos. And this guy ended up going bad. One of the channels went bad and we sold it for parts. And it still sold for 40 bucks, even just for parts. So electronics, even if they're broken, sometimes will still sell. So this is one of those cases. All right, then we've got a doozy. This is the top sale of today. I don't know if I want to share this first, but okay, yeah, you got to see this. This is just, wow. I've been sitting on this for probably 2 or 3 months. I paid $5 at a garage sale. It was actually a garage sale next door to an estate sale. So these people were smart and just threw out all their junk right next door to a sale that everyone's in line for. So I hit this first before going into the estate sale, and I'm glad I did. This super, super old, maybe like first generation Discman. It doesn't open very well, and I put that in the description that it does have issues opening. So this part here is cracked and it doesn't open properly. But I listed that in my description and it sold for $240. $240 for this old piece of electronics. Sony is amazing. Always keep an eye out for old Sony. All right, then we've got, these are a dog bark collar. It is the collar and the remote. I picked this up just this last weekend. There was 2 of them. I paid 15 bucks each. They sold within hours of listing, so they're both gone. First one sold yesterday. This one's today. And it sold for $130 for an old bark collar. So people pay big money for their pets. All right, so that's a good one. We've got a Shure signal processor. I picked this up at a super random sale. Oh, doozy's heavy. They were clearing out an old rec center. So they had all of their old audio gear, speakers, just a ton of old audio gear. And the speakers weren't worth it. They were the M-Ceiling Bose, but even, I think they were asking $2 each. So it was a killer deal if I had a place to store them, but they didn't hold their value. So I left those, but these guys I picked up for $5. I got 2 of these. These ones did power on, so I tested it that way. And it sold for $150. I paid $5. $150. I am thrilled with that. All right, we got some Canon ink and paper. I picked this up for $3 at an estate sale, so for $25. Not a huge one, but it adds up. We've got Guitar Hero Smash Hits. Also, this weekend's pickup. I picked it up at a garage sale. He had a whole stack of Guitar Hero games. Guitar Hero is not made anymore, so if you can find the guitars or the games, they're going to be worth grabbing. So I paid $3 a game for a whole stack. I think there was 6 or 7 of them. And this one already sold for $40. And I've got more to go. So that was a very good find. La Crusette teapot, tea kettle. It's worn. I don't know if that was part of its original appeal. But I picked this up for $5. It sold for $40. La Crusette, obviously, is a brand to watch for if you don't know. Got a small little camera. I paid $1.50 for this little camera. And he sold for $25. So nothing amazing, but I did power test it. Took a couple shots on it. Worked great. $25. Golf. So golf season is upon us. We've got the Masters coming up, and people are just getting their mind on golf. So I sold this tailor-made driver with his tool. I paid $5 for this, and it sold for $80. So again, I can't believe the sales that are coming through in one day on eBay. Okay, we've got NCAA. I don't know what I paid for this. I've had this for ever and a day. I think it was in a pile of games, and if they were worth more than $10, I listed them. The other ones I donated or bundled with other like games. This one was complete. NCAA, I think it's 14 is the one that's worth the most, because that's the last year that they made the NCAA series. But this one, $6. Was it worth it? No, but $6. I'll take it. Almost buys a coffee. Okay, other really hot sale goes back to Guitar Hero. I can't believe I found this, 2 or 3 weeks ago? $5. And it was late in the day. This was probably 10:30 on a Saturday morning at a community sale. So they'd already been ransacked for the prior 3+ hours. This was still sitting on the driveway, $5, and it sold full asking price of $190 plus shipping. I don't have a PS4 to test. We're more of an Xbox family, but I did power it on. I pushed so it'll sync, so that was blinking. These are usually pretty solid. If for some reason it comes back that it doesn't work, I'll take it back, but I'm pretty confident on these. I've sold multiple of these without any issues. As long as it powers on, the battery compartment is solid, I feel confident in selling it. $190, if I didn't say that. All right, then we're starting to dig into that shoe lot. So that massive shoe lot that I got with kind of my new shoe dealer, if you may. These are some Solomons. Super funky looking Solomons. Brand new in the package. So I paid $20. That's what I paid for shoes from him. And it sold for $80. Brand new. Then, last but not least, this sale just came in, back to golf clubs, is this Lynx iron set. This was a full collection. I paid $16 for them, and they sold for $133. So I can't believe this weekend. We have a gross profit of over $1,400 on a Wednesday and a Thursday morning. Like I said, I can't believe how hot sales are right now. I don't know if people are in the summer mode. Yes, golf, because golf is coming. But when people prioritize different things, recession doesn't matter. If somebody knows that they need a bark collar for their dog, they're going to find a way to come up with $130 for that bark collar. They need shoes, they're still going to buy their shoes. So it just comes down to what they prioritize, and it helps that I've got such a variety in my store. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to package all this up, and I'll be right back with an update on that epic toy haul that I got a couple weeks ago. Stay tuned. Okay, whew, that was a lot of packing, but got that done. Now let's dig into this amazing toy haul that I got a couple weeks ago at a yard sale. If this is your first time seeing me talk about this, I was able to score massive box. I think it was like a washing machine box. Like, this thing was huge. Huge box full of vintage toys. Masters of the Universe, He-Man, Thundercats, Ninja Turtles, She-Ra. Oh my gosh. Mask, M-A-S-K. I did not play with these toys. I thought it was talking about the Mask from like Jim Carrey. Not the same. Apparently there's another series of toys called Mask, and I've got figures to that too. So it's kind of, those are the 4 major series. And when I was digging into this, the first thing I wanted to do was separate them based on what they go to, keep them in kind of a set. Then, so we first broke off, and I bagged up all of my Thundercats, all of my Masters of the Universe. Got them all separated. I got a few more here on the table. And then we've got weapons. We've got Ninja Turtles. These are those Kenner mask. Maybe it's, I don't know. Kenner, isn't that a Kardashian tie? Okay, I don't know. Maybe that's not even related. But we got those little figures. more weapons. We've got these little archery things. Some Motu Ninjar weapons. So what I was doing was I was going through Tongue Lasher and laying it all out. I first separated all this figures from weapons. I still have a whole box full of weapons to go through, but Google Lens was my friend. I broke it down where I was going to start with one series at a time, but then as I was digging into it, I was finding more weapons that go to a different person, or a different figure. So I started out just grabbing all of the different weapons, getting those in a pile, and then one figure at a time, I was Google Lens, take a picture of the figure, and then I was seeing in these pictures, okay, he's got a sword. So I dig through the box and I'd find his little sword. Make sure those are complete. So he is now complete. Same thing with this guy. I took his picture. Oh, he comes with this sword. So through the box, found his sword. This guy here, he came with an arrow, a bow. I guess it's a bow. Put that together. And now what I'm realizing is when they have their accessories, that's where the money's at. I'm not going to go through and find accessories or buy accessories if they don't have it. I'm going to first get these guys all together with their accessories, sell them separately, and then whatever accessories are left, I'll sell those separately, and then same with the guys, sell them separately. I may end up, if I just have a handful of them, I might bundle the last chunk of them. If the figures by themselves are only worth like $10, I'm not going to sell it by himself. I'll bundle it. He's missing his accessory, but he's got his vest, he's got his arm shield, his leg shield, but he needs a weapon, and I forget what weapon goes with him, but Google Lens. If you don't use it, you need to use it. The big shocker definitely goes to this guy here. They rebranded this and re-released him in 2020. So this is the vintage one. This is the original 1980s version, and he goes for about $200 with his weapon. I just listed, let me grab it. I listed this guy last night because he was worth over $100 too. And when I was going through just one figure at a time, I was kind of learning about that figure and then seeing what accessories, kind of plant a little seed, go through the next figure. I think I've scanned these figures at least 5 times each just to figure who goes with what. So there was a big learning curve there. I wanted to learn who they were so that I know what weapons to watch for and also who goes with who. So in this case, Thundercats here, this is Tigra. That's right, Tigra. And his little friend, and then this whip. So those together, someone right now is trying to sell the whip for $70, and that's the only one listed at this moment. So I've got a whip, I've got the guys, I'm putting them together, and I have it listed, I think, at $120. I always accept offers. I always have offers turned on because I want to see when someone's interested. If it's a decent offer, I'm going to take it. So right now, that's the only one listed. But next up, I'm going to start listing based on value. I'm going to start with the ones that I've already completed. So the next guy I'm going to list is him with his little sword. After that is going to be this guy. Don't hold me to their names again. I'll have to lens them. He comes with his little staff here. So I'm going to bundle him. The other one that goes to the Thundercats, this guy's complete. He had both of his weapons and his funky little headpiece. I couldn't believe all the accessories that this set still has. After being played with 30 plus years, they're still having their accessories. The other one that surprised me was this Motu Tongue Lasher. These 2 pieces, all right, so we're talking like $20 just for these 2 pieces because I don't have the guy. So I separated just the 2 accessories, found out who it goes to, and that goes for about $20. So I'll get that listed. I'm just kind of wanting to bundle and keep things together. I use these little bags, Amazon, and I'm able to keep it together. These weapons here, it's a 3-piece set to Master of the Universe Ninjar. Ninjar, the last one sold, had the guy and the 3 accessories, and it sold for $75. So what's crazy is sometimes the accessories are worth just as much as the figure. So I'm probably going to list these for like $50 just for these 3 accessories. So that's a good find. And I still have digging to go. This bag of accessories went to the Ninja Turtles. And I found that again through Google Lens, seeing which ninja went to what pieces. So right now I just have it bundled. And when I get to it, I'll just go through this whole bag. With my brain, the best way for me to tackle a big project, what do they say? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. But for me and my ADHD and just always wanting to multitask, I have to separate it in a way that's a decent chunk for me to handle at that time. So that's why I'm separating it by series. So I'm working on my Motu set, then I will work on my Thundercat set, and then I will work on my Ninja Turtles set. And then once I go through all the figures, then I'll break down all the weapons. So really, I just kind of wanted to show you where I'm at in the process, how I'm kind of chunking this up, because I've never bought a lot this big of this type of collection. So like with shoes, when I bought that huge lot of shoes, I was going 1 pair at a time. There's not a big deal. But with this, everything is so mixed with so many different series and different weapons. I've got to put it into chunks that are reasonable to me to handle, and not too overwhelming, because I got that box and I haven't even touched any of the play sets, the actual big plastic pieces. Those are still boxed up. So I haven't even dug into that at all. I wanted to go through this stuff first, but if you ever get something like this, I definitely recommend putting it into bite-sized chunks, separate the figures from each series, and then we can go through and separate the weapons to go with that series. The hardest part of all of this is keeping it away from my son who wants to come and play with it all. He actually does have a few of these Thundercats. I had picked them up at a different sale. These ones are beat to crap. They're dirty, they're sticky, they're icky. They're definitely fine for a 3-year-old to play with. But I was organizing these, and he goes into his room, digs through his toy box, and comes and brings me these guys to go with the set. He's like, here, you sell. Like, he knew I was selling these, and just so sweet. Love him. Okay, so hopefully that was a lot of information today's video, but I really wanted to go through all of it, my amazing sales for the day, as well as how I'm tackling this toy lot. So if you like what you saw and you want to see more videos from me, be sure to like and subscribe in this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.